finally found our North Koreans deep in the bush and were busy talking to them when things started to get a bit hairy.
Yeah, these guys are coming back here. The dude with the crowbar is coming back.
찍지 말라요. 찍지 말라요.
아니, 쫙 나서 우리를 찍는데.
더 쉬워져요. 굴쳐야 되는데?
He says, what is that, your off switch?
서표로, 트랙터 서표로. 이제 삐지대 이거.
He says, I use it for fixing tractors.
서표로.
I like the fish more and more. He took the crowbar from him and said, what is that, your off switch? And 2 North Koreans came back. Now they're giving Mr. Kim shit. And they're quite angry. So we're probably going to have to get out of here.
브라타 있니? 저쪽 하나 먼저 적당 뚫었다는 자체가 우리한테는 안 되니까 절대 우리한테는 성립이 안 되는 일이니까.
And so, oh shit, here comes another truck. Now we're surrounded. They've got a truck up there, they've got a truck behind here. What did he say?
He said he came to tell us that he doesn't want us filming anymore, and he's come to block the road.
Really? All right, well, let's go find another crew. Let's go. The fish is the boss.
As the fish took us further into the forest on these rutted dirt tracks, the atmosphere in the truck got a little bit goofy because of the lunacy that was being played out in the oddest game of low-grade cat and mouse I've ever seen.
Ask him how we get home. We're in a high-speed car chase at 5 miles an hour through the wilds of Siberia. They're stopping, we go to try to pass them, and then they speed up. We sort of go on a side road, and then they head us off at the pass. It's a game of chicken out in the middle of nowhere.
Вот этот, кстати, водитель, он у них, как получается, тоже не последний человек. За мной уже контроль будет жесточайший.
Черный список.
Да. Ну я в черном списке уже очень давно.
The fish soon tired of this game and suggested we pull over for some lunch, which consisted of paprika chips, bread, vodka, and a shotgun.
Чуть выше.
Cowboy. Cowboy.
Да.
North Koreans are going, what the fuck kind of journalists are these? Well, we found our North Koreans. Now let's get wasted and shoot off guns with the mafia. I hit it, but I didn't break it.
It turned out there was method in the fish's madness, because our lunchtime shooting party seemed to have cowed the North Koreans just enough to get us out of the wilderness, which was very good, because the all-menacing Siberian darkness was fast approaching. When we finally got to town, they, of course, were waiting for us.
And the North Korean security dude just showed up and he won't leave us alone. And he's just standing there trying to look at our passports and trying to see all of our stuff. He's trying to be scary.
Запоминаете?
And when we got on the train and said our teary goodbyes to the fish, we realized that half the one-car train was our crew and the other half were North Koreans.
That was the captain of the camp.
Correct. So we locked ourselves into our compartment and spent the night backing up our hard drives and hiding all of our footage, which turned out to be wise because we were met back in Tinda by the FSB, the local militia, the North Koreans, and some plainclothes detectives who promptly detained us.
So they asked us a lot of questions and they kept asking us about the pipeline. Are you here to shoot the pipeline? Are you here to shoot the pipeline? We don't know anything about a pipeline. We're here to shoot North Koreans. They knew about the Russian cop who had taken us to the North Korean camp. They knew about the chief of police in the north. Simon refused to be intimidated, and he said, if you want to ask me any questions, ask me here. I'm not going with you. I'm not going away with you. They finally let us go. We freaked out a little bit, grabbed our stuff, and took off.
We quickly hired a car and made a break for the Chinese border. When we finally got to the border, we realized that part of the reason for all this panic and fear on the North Korean and Russian side was that Kim Jong-il, who almost never leaves North Korea, had secretly come to the same place we were, the Amur region of Russia, coincidentally at the exact same time we were there, to hold talks with President Medvedev about more trade and labor agreements between the two countries. So, this means that while we were there, the great leader was selling even more of his people off, so he could make even more money, so he could make more weapons, so he could extort more food and aid and supplies from America and Japan, who he's technically still at war with. This, better than almost anything I can think of, sums up the lunacy of the modern world. Thank you, and good night.
왜 빠지먹지 말라는데?